Alright. Static Vexor. Heck of a name. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh, Static Vexor. Alright. Well, we're starting here. This seems like a good place to start. What have we got? We got statues. This looks like a post-sigil gate. A lot of ways in and out here. So this... Huh. Oh, I see. Okay. So there's blue... Oh, man. How do you get around here? Okay. So this opens with blue. You get blue out of here. This doesn't open except for by jammer. So I guess I gotta set this up to stay open first? And then jam this way? There we go. Okay, now it's up. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, now that that's open, I can come in this way. And... oh, that gets me another jammer! Excellent. So I can, in fact... wait. Was that cables? That's cables. Where do these cables go? Ooh, that's what this does! This opens this! Hey, Maruchan, how's it going? So I can jam this open for now, but I can even come around and set lasers here. That's interesting. So at the very least now I can pull out the jammer, which means I can actually just jam this open and retrieve connectors. That sounds great. I love having connectors. Connectors are my friends. Oh, did you use star strats to get through this? Pulling in stuff from other puzzles? That seems, a bit much. Okay, so now we have multiple things that we can do. First off, this can come out here and open this door. Once this jammer is in a better place. Like here, for example. So now this door will stay open as long as this stays open, right? I can do this. Perfect. Next step, jam more things, because why not? But also grabbing this connector, I can do this. So that'll leave the other one open, which means I can grab this jammer back? Perfect! Flying blue connector from Crater? Okay. That sounds like a thing. This... oh, I need to jam some things open for a sec. I need to jam many things open for a sec. Wow, I completely messed this up. Jammer, come back. I stepped in front of the beam. I should not have done that. Alright, now we cool? Just don't step in front of the beam for too long. Except... this needs to do that. Cool. Cool. Alright. So that's a start. Also, stop. No. Not the door. What? I did it again. Did it wrong. There we go. What? What? What is causing that to happen? I don't understand. Is it... oh, I'm putting it in front of the laser, aren't I? Alright. So I'll have to do this from somewhere else. Do it from here? There we go. Much better. Can pick this up. This is safe. This is safe. As long as I don't walk in front of the laser again, it's safe. Alright. So where am I going now? For starters, we can do this. Hey, it's the dude! Alright, well I found the person I'm saving. I forgot for a sec that sigils were robots? And then I can jam actually through here. I don't know if that's relevant. Is this good? Is this far enough away? Like if I do this... yes, still safe. Great. So now I can just take jammers through. Right? Just jam through everything, that's fine. Open the gate. Ah, yep. He's typing stuff up as we watch. Alright. That wasn't that bad. Hey buddy, how's it going? What the heck? Okay, that's actually not that bad. That just means we need to bring in jammers, right? So, I'm gonna see if I can Wait, red? How do I get red in here? Alright, well, I'm gonna leave these jammers placed appropriately, and then figure out where we get red later. These can hang out here. And, time for some terminals. Oh, it's the paint. Yeah, this wasn't that bad. This could have been significantly worse. Easily. So what do we have here? There are threads available. There are always threads available. Please show me threads. Oh, responses. And a new Jefferson Goldblum episode? Oh, my life is complete. I'm excited. Let's start with... Well, let's start with the stuff that's addressed to me, shall we? Is this new? This is all some of the stuff I've read already, right? Yeah, I even left this. Okay, so I've written this in here, right? Don't mind Orc. This is where we ended up, right? Because the thread got locked. Haha. Orc locked the thread. Now Orc has unlocked the thread. So... Kaiju. Oh, man. People are here. Alright. I can't confirm most of what Uriel says, but I can say for sure that I am no longer imprisoned. In fact, there are quite a few of us out here now. Who exactly is with you? We're trying to gather exactly what's going on. I can see Sam, Garrett, Belial, and Frankenstein. That's Frank Enstein. Thank you. You know, it's probably pronounced Frankenstein. And then Sam comes in with his Sam the Robot shtick. Imprisonment, false. Ascension, false. Wait a second. What is he talking about here? So he's saying that he's not in prison, but he's also saying that there's nothing else for him at the moment. Whatever that means. Okay. That was not particularly enlightening. What else have we got here? This is... Knave got voted back up again. Knave is back up to 4. Is this recent? There are some people... with both the E and the I in the username, Moose Moose? There are some people who haven't posted in a really long time. They also don't respond to private messages. Qdri, Nelson, Coffee Cup. Did I accidentally offend you? Galatea hasn't posted in a while either. Neither has Asmodeus. Asmodeus still votes for stuff, though. Same goes for Ravistar and Simpletsky. And they mentioned some kind of strange distortion in their last post. Oh man, are all of these people going to be Grey Sigils? That's pretty exciting. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. They're probably just busy catching up with all the cool new stuff everyone's been making. Oh, Lamb, such an optimist. So I've realized now that this is paraphrasing, right? Whatever the words I put in are not going to be these words. So, how much of an asshole am I gonna be here? Like, I want to ask for more information, but I'm wondering, like, just how much of a know-it-all douche I can come across as if I pick Warren. Like, I think I want to pick it just to see what happens. This realm may have been falling apart for some time. That is why you must ascend, before more are lost. Garrett. Garrett's one of mine. Belial's one of mine. Rockwell's not. Uriel's right. No one is ever lost. You must accept that existence is eternal transformation. They know a deeper truth now. Whatever. Belial's still on this, like, vaguely misleading type of post. I don't know what he's up to. I think he's playing a deeper game. Rockwell. Oh, this is gonna be good. I know this is gonna be good. A truth Elohim doesn't want us to know? The truth may shock you. The real purpose of this world? Aliens! God, I love Rockwell. Rockwell is perfect. Everything about Rockwell is perfect. Historic... Oh no, this is not historic anything, it's just a research project. Alright. It said historic, didn't it? Historic research project? History research project? I don't know, whatever. Whatever. Alright. Mr. Mulciber. As you all know, I have a great fascination with our history and psychological makeup. As part of my ongoing program to document my findings, I am seeking volunteers to take part in a brief interactive research initiative. It is designed to better understand individual and group decision-making with a series of community-driven tests. Is this a game, or is it work? Knave, really not sure what to think about this. Both! Have fun, challenge your friends, and help our project at the same time. There might even be a prize for high scores. Oh, well, if there's going to be a prize for high scores, I gotta get in on this. What have you built for me, Mr. Mulciber? Prisoner's Dilemma! Okay, well, I know where this is going, but, let's see what instructions they have. Yeah, okay. Prisoner's Dilemma is an ancient game with many variations, referenced frequently in the library archive. In this version, you will be matched with a series of opponents, and your objective is to avoid receiving demerits by cooperating with or outwitting them. Your first 5 rounds will count towards your leaderboard score. Prize for scores of 9 demerits or fewer. Sorry guys, give me one. Alright. Prisoner's Dilemma is an ancient game. Ancient in this world, sure. Global thermonuclear war. I don't think this is going to have anything to do with tic-tac-toe. Alright, well, let's play the game. GLHF. GGDD. Yeah, sure. Once again, what I am saying has very little bearing on what I am clicking. Or the other way around, rather. Okay. In this single match, you will choose whether to cooperate with or to betray your opponent. Your decisions will then be revealed, and demerits assigned according to the following functions. Both players betray one another, 2 demerits each. A cooperative player is betrayed by the other. Cooperator receives 3 demerits. Both players cooperate. Both receive 1 demerit. Okay. So, let's do some math here, right? Assuming I'm going to be ranked on, what is it, first 5 rounds will count towards my leaderboard score? 9 demerits or fewer. And I am going to get a minimum of 1 demerit each match. If I get 2 demerits each match, that's not going to work. So I can't just betray the whole time. Actually, I could just betray the whole time, couldn't I? If I betray the whole time, and 1 other person is nice to me, then I am guaranteed to be below 9 demerits. However, if I want to maximize my score, assuming I'm against like an even distribution of players, right? If they... Okay, so let's do the math, right? I betray every time. If they are 2 nice, 2 cooperate, 3 betray, then I end up with 6 demerits. If they are 3 betray, 2 betray, 3 cooperate, then I end up with 4 demerits. So that's the even split, either direction. If I cooperate every time, then on an even split, I'm going to get either 6, 7, 8, 9 demerits, or 9, 10, 11 demerits. So the math on this actually... The math on this really suits Betray more than it suits everything else. Assuming my goal is to get below 9 demerits, then I kind of have to betray, because cooperating isn't beneficial. I mean, if I'm assuming that everybody else will cooperate with me... Okay, maybe... Like, there's also the possibility that the way people will react to me is based on my actions, right? So if I betray once, then everyone afterwards is going to betray, regardless of what I saw. That would still get me below 9 demerits, right? Like, if I betray and do a cooperate, then I get no demerits for that first round. But for the next 4 rounds, I'll get 2 demerits each, which will put me at 8. If I cooperate, and that ensures cooperation with people, then best case scenario, I'll end up with 5 demerits, right? 5 demerits is pretty good, but I don't know whether or not other people are going to be taking my actions into account. And given an even split on what other people are doing, I end up in a better position by betraying. So I think I just have to betray. Yep. Dual betraying. Re-enter matchmaking. Yep, absolutely. I'm not really sure how this game works, but I will cooperate if you do. Well, there you go. Same decisions, right? Betray. Great. I guess I should be playing this a little better. And... there's no comeback, no real tactics. 3-round match, huh? Okay. Given that there is feedback here, we should cooperate. I'll cooperate again. Because I'm trying to ensure his cooperation for the last round. So I should betray last round. I'm at 6 now. So actually, this next thing... So this is the hard one right here, right? Is Dog gonna betray me here? He could. If he does, I end up with, what? 2, 2, 2, 6, 9? I'll end up with 9 betrayals. 9 demerits. This is doing math on stream. Always a bad idea, but I'm doing my best here. I'll end up with 9 demerits if I cooperate and he betrays. If I cooperate and he cooperates, I'll end up with 7 total demerits. The thing is, now that I've cooperated with him twice, like, there's now no incentive for him to cooperate, other than altruism or community. Dog as an individual, like, I know a few things about Dog, right? Do I trust him to act altruistically? Do I trust him, or do I trust him to act in self-interest, right? We were honest in the first round, which kind of makes a difference. We were both like, okay, I'm just gonna betray you, right? So maybe he'll keep being honest here, and I can cooperate into a 7-point total. But even if I cooperate into a betrayal, I'll still end up at 9 demerits, which is fine. So I kind of want to keep the faith here, just in order to, like, I don't get penalized by his betrayal, because I'll still be under the limit for 9. So I kind of want to cooperate and see what happens, right? Like, that's the personality that I want to present. That's the person that I want to be. So that'll be fine. He'll probably betray me. He'll probably betray me. Because he can get away with it here. Yep, I figured as much. 5 demerits? But I still got 9, so that's fine. Great. Now, I could have betrayed that last round and ended with 8. And that would have tied me for first with Garrett. I think I'm honestly happier getting second place and having cooperated into Dog's betrayal than played the cynical role and betrayed into betrayal. Thread creation token. What did that get me? Well, at least I got to level 5. I wonder if it would have been a better bonus for getting first. That's actually something I'm curious about. Okay, so people who have played this game, is there a different bonus for getting in first place? Like, would that have been worth it for me? I'm level 5! I still can't get to this thread! Oh, but it's time for more Jefferson Goldboom. Alright, alright. Alright. I gotta get into character. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldboom in the Ninth Dimension. Episode 126. Okay, so this is a continuation of the previous episode? Because it's still Jefferson Goldboom in the Ninth Dimension? And then the previous episode was the origin story of the Ninth Dimension, how the Ninth Dimension was created via Jefferson Goldboom's amazing guitar skills. Was that right? I don't even know where the timeline is now. Like, I'm not positive what the continuity looks like. Prisoner's Dilemma. Okay, so full disclosure, I've read up a bit on the Prisoner's Dilemma, and there was a pretty interesting take on a Prisoner's Dilemma style game in some book I read. I don't remember what book at this point. I suspect it was... Oh, we're definitely spending more time on terminals than puzzles. Like, this is absolutely clear to me. But it kind of went a little bit deeper on this kind of discussion of Prisoner's Dilemma. What's the value of cooperating? What's the value of betraying? And the idea that you can, especially in a series of games, cooperate at first in order to build goodwill and lead into something else. Anyway, Goldboom had a motorcycle in his pocket. Yes, he did. That's where motorcycles come from. That's how you store your motorcycles, in your pockets. Alright, let's go through this. Hey, folks! Lots of crazy stuff happening here in Gehenna, but don't miss this new episode. Sam, enjoyment equals true. Poor Sam, right? Like, nobody appreciates his gimmick. He's been downvoted into oblivion, and he's still there. He's still trying. He's still fighting the good fight. With all the strange stories going around lately, I'm glad to be reminded of the beauty of the world we've built here. Thank you for contributing to it. Hey, I'm free, but I still check back regularly. I love this story. Yay for the Dinosaurians! Oh man, does that mean we're not going to see Ginny HD in here anymore? This is very clever. I always thought that the events of episode 69 would affect the plot somehow down the line. Memes everywhere. But I was still surprised. Thanks, Lilith. I've been waiting for this particular revelation a long time. Excellent. You know, this is nowhere near as deep as the blacksmith's work, or as weird as Belial's, but I keep reading. I'm not sure dinosaurians would wear armored t-shirts. 4 out of 10. Knave coming in with the complete lack of understanding and no appreciation for subtext. It's just a story, Frankenstein. The point is to have fun. Thanks, Knave. Admin, keep up the good work, Mac. Admin's a 10. Wasn't Admin a 9 before? Who was the 9? There was a 9 in there somewhere, right? Whoa, thank you, Admin. I'm really honored that you read my story. Mac getting the appreciation. Alright, time for episode 126. Let's see how this goes. I don't even remember what voices I used. Alright, you guys are gonna get all new voices this time. Reality blurred. Tiny blue symbols floated through the air. Voices echoed in the distance. Then a vast landscape rose up before them. Thousands of towers, one next to the other, reaching into the sky, disappearing in the clouds. Each tower was covered in feathers of a different color, fluttering in the trans-dimensional wind. Oh my! Ginny HD whispered in awe. Jefferson could not speak. He was too overwhelmed by the beauty of the ninth dimension. He grabbed his guitar and improvised a new solo to express his emotions. The only way to express emotions, by wailing through sweet solos. "Who could have built these amazing structures?" Ginny asked. "There is only one possibility. Remember our paleo-DNA research back at the Institute?" "You can't mean... But it makes sense. Of course!" "Yes! Look at the size of the buildings. Who else would need so much space?" "So it is! The Dinosaurians!" As if summoned by Ginny's words, a group of raptors on motorcycles roared up the road towards them. They wore bandanas on their heads and armored t-shirts on their bodies. "Friends," Jefferson said, "we have come from the human world to help you. We are not your enemies." But the raptors did not seem to understand him. They got off their motorcycles with rusty pipes in their hands. "Oh, I played this game! This is Cadillacs and Dinosaurs! Now I understand the source material! This makes so much more sense." Their eyes glowing like lasers. This situation could quickly become dangerous. Then Ginny had an idea. "Jefferson, play the ninth chord!" "But that was how this dimension was created! Playing it here could destroy the universe!" "No, Jefferson, I calculated it! Please trust me. I know you haven't seen me in years, and you may be afraid that evil Dr. Elyon has corrupted me, but you know my brain!" This is the weirdest plea for trust I've ever seen. They were coming closer now, and in their glowing eyes, Jefferson detected great intelligence, but also great anger. They clearly believed they were defending their home from invaders. And though Jefferson was the greatest warrior in history, he was reluctant to fight. Violence, he had been taught, was the first refuge of the incompetent. "I trust you," he said. She held his hand. Together, they played the ninth chord. To be continued. I really hope this gets continued. I can't wait to find out more about Jefferson Goldboom. Admin's always been a 10. Orc is 7. Orc has always been a 7, I think. Bunny Hop was the only one where you weren't really sure if you did it right or not. Okay. Well, that's something to look out for. That was pretty good. That was what I wanted. Oh, okay. So, I do need to put these over here, I think. I need to have them available. Because if I leave them on this side, and this opens up, and these dudes are roaming around, I'm gonna want these accessible. And I can always climb here. Goodbye, jammer. But that's fine. And I'll have jammers so that this actually needs to be not down here, so it doesn't interfere with red laser should red laser happen. So I'm going to leave it here, and try and set myself up appropriately for that star once I get back to it. Okay. Well, this is done. Moving on to the next puzzle. Did I read this? What if my soul is heavier than a feather? Who is Anubis to judge me? Hassan. What is the importance of Hassan? Who is Hassan? I like that this is still a callback to the kind of like dialogue that was going on with Anubis in the Land of the Dead in the base game. I don't know if Hassan was specifically referenced there. Wow, why is this so... Like, why... What is going on here that there needs to be this opening, like, this kind of very specific jink, like zigzag, in order to prevent, like, lasers getting through, I guess? Weird. They very carefully do not want you to send lasers into or out of this particular puzzle. Interesting. So what have we got out here? We've got a huge pool. We got a lot of space. What was this level even called? Hang on, hang on, hang on. Haircut. Oh? What a weird looking level. Alright. Oh, you looked up solutions? That's no fun! So what have we got over here? I need to get keys. And then keys will let me open the gate. And that lets me rescue whoever this dude is. Dude or dudette. We're still not particularly clear on exactly how that works. And there is a laser. What? Can I... What did that do? And there's a separate blue connector for each of these lasers. And then the red connector, which turns on all of the ground floor lasers. And the keys are right in the middle there? Yep, I just gotta get up there. Alright. Well, now that I have this... Okay. And I found the blue connector. The blue connector. Is there another blue connector? Is there other stuff out here? You'd spent hours already? Oh, man. Yeah, okay. I don't blame you. So we got blue coming out of there. And nothing else the whole level? This level is huge! And there's, like, so little to interact with. What is going on? Alright. Okay, let's connect blue to some of the things. What if I try and connect it to all of them? Like, is there a place I can stand to connect it to multiples? Is that going to be hard to do? How much can I get out of this? It's already connecting to that. What else is... There's got to be more out here. There's got to be more to do. Alright, there are multiple places I can stand to connect it to 3 of them. Like this, for example. And then I can jump to the center. What does that get me? There's nothing out here. There's just nothing out here. There's nothing going on here. That's so weird. Alright. Can I... No, okay. Are some of these different heights, or are they all the same height? This is the same height. This is the same height. This is the same height. Let me check the other 3, actually, just in case. So I've got the front 3, yeah? Not quite the front 3. This one, and this one I still need. So I want to connect to these 3, right? So from here, presumably... Might as well check. This is the same height. This is the same height. I think they're all going to be the same height. Alright, so now I can go to the center. And where does this get me? Nothing. Nothing so far. I can still get to the center. And these are all blowing to the middle. There's so little to interact with here. Alright, what happens if I turn off the thing in the center then? Oh, there's a fan there blowing down, isn't there? How is that fan lit? Is that fan lit? Can I get up there via the ropes? No. That would be too easy. Okay. Can I position this such that it, was that useful? Wait, what is happening here? Can I, like... get these to... Where's the... Alright, so if I do this one, will blow me right onto the fan, right? Is that good? Does that get me anywhere? Not really. It seems like I have to do something about the thing in the middle. Is there a way to get... So that just turns off the fans at the bottom. Is that useful? It doesn't seem to do anything about the fan at the top. And I'm pretty sure that if I take this up with me, I can position it such that I am interrupting this laser, right? Like, is that good? Apparently that's good. Okay. Huh. Huh. Well, now I know how that works. Now how do I execute? I need to get up there and have the connector, or I need to just get up there really quickly. Where was I positioning? Was that... Yeah. Oh. Try that again. Try that one more time. Oh, man. Okay. I need to connect to here, and I need to connect to the far one. But that's pretty much all I need to connect to. So, like, here. If I just drop this... Yep. And then I need to get over there quickly enough. Oh, no! What happened? What happened? What, it fell down? Oh, that's so weird. Why did it fall? Stop, I need to get the connector. Okay, so I still have a sense of what I need to do. It's the same thing. I just need to make sure that I get onto the other thing quick enough. Perfect. Perfect. That did it. That was the thing. That was the thing I needed to do. I don't know that this made sense, but it worked. I don't know why it fell off either. Why did it fall off? What was I... Did me going up make it fall off? Like, how did that work? That seems like that's not how it's supposed to work. I'm gonna try this again, because I want to make sure that I know what happened here. By dropping it here... Okay, so that's fine. And then what? And then what? No, and then what? Oh, I see. It just takes a while for the thing to work. Okay. Try it one more time. Yes, okay. So when I fly up, it knocks the thing off. Okay. So when I flew up, it knocked the thing off, and that lifted the thing once it reconnected. So I had just a little bit of a buffer. Okay, cool. Okay, wait. So, you did it with one connector. Is there another connector here and I just missed it? Oh my god, was there a second connector the whole time? Where is the other connector? Oh, alright. Well, oh, there is a second connector. Huh. Okay, cool. Yeah, second connector would have made it easier. But, I did the thing, so that's the thing is done. I'm no longer worried about it. So who am I rescuing? What's up, Knave? Hey! High five! Get out of here, buddy. So what do people have to say now? Oh, man. Oh, man. What does Knave have to say? I'm pretty excited to see what Knave's input is, now that Knave has seen things. So I'm still not 6. Oh, I could create a thread. Well, let's see what people have to... Really? Can I slash restore this? Why would I be able to do that? God damn it! Why? Why? I want to be able to do the thing. Why can't you let me do the thing? Let me do the thing. Alright, so I gotta come back to that. Worst puzzle. What was the puzzle, or challenge, if you prefer the old word, that you hated the most? Wow, this is meta. Anything time-based, arg. Once got stuck for ages trying to solve one using a jammer that I didn't even need. I just don't understand why Elohim would create something so messy. I like that Frankenstein is the one worried about things getting messy. I liked all the puzzles, I just wasn't good at them. Par for the course, that's kind of exactly what I expected from Knave. Belial, they're not puzzles if you don't care about solving them. So again, like, just a little subversive, like, not like full-bore subversive. He's not Dog, he's not, you know, Shepard or whoever it was in the first game. It's just like a little bit. For me, it was Mines. Can't stand those things. I wonder if this information is going to come in handy. Like, knowing these things about these specific puzzles. Like, do they line up with the robots? Is there going to be more robots chiming in here? And they're all like, stuck inside the puzzles that they hated the most? That'd be hilarious. I think Samsara was also, like, excessively subversive, but he was always really negative. The Sherperd! Oh, I almost forgot! Thank you, Moose Moose. Hi, Sarah! How's it going? What are cats? Knave. Of course. Knave! I'm sorry if this is another stupid question, but what are cats? They are mentioned a lot in the archive documents and even in some stories, and I have no idea what they are. Dog. I don't know, but I bet they were awful. On point. I love Dog. Dog's contribution to this is just... Sherperd. I love you guys. Thank you for bringing this back. 401 thinks that's funny. 401 is correct. Knave is confused, as Knave is always confused. They were a type of pet, Knave. Small animals that people kept as companions. Or as food. Someone has been watching too much Excel Saga. Cats seem to have represented a bit more than that to our ancestors. One might go so far as to say they were obsessed with them. What's strange about this is that more than half the references I can find to this species describe them as arrogant, aloof, and frequently quite destructive. At the same time, they were apparently considered funny, cute, and lovable. Cats were considered both foolish and devious, graceful and goofy, a nuisance and a comfort. For a long time, I was baffled by this contradiction, but I've come to believe that our ancestors saw in cats a reflection of the paradoxical nature of their own existence. It's true. Cats are just a metaphor for people. I saw a cat in Elohim's world once. Really, this is not a joke. No way! Alright, were there cats? I actually don't remember seeing any cats in base game, which is all that Uriel would be basing his information on. So, like, you know, I can say, yeah, sure, cats exist, but as Uriel, like, what does Uriel know about cats? There actually are cats in base game? Where was the cat? Is this an Easter egg that I missed? Oh, man. Okay. If cats actually exist in base game, then I'm absolutely confirming it. You can free a cat from an Easter egg in a B level. Huh. The cat is a Uriel, why? Why do you do this? The cat is a manifestation of the accumulated knowledge in the archive, breathed into life by Elohim. God, kill me now. It exists. I knew it! I knew I wasn't crazy! Thank you! Jeez. If you get the Easter egg, you hold it in the end sequence. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Yeah, naturally it'd be in an Egyptian-themed level. That's absolutely appropriate. Thread topic. So... I can make a thread, and if I pick the right thread, I'm going to get upvotes, which means I'll be able to access more threads. This is very important to my, my well-being. So I have to... I think this is the less negative. Like, why were you sent here kind of implies that people did things wrong, and people who see that are not going to be... probably not going to be inclined to support me, so... I'm going to create this thread, because then people can, you know, post stuff and think that they're being contributors. Oh, here it is. Here's the thread. I have heard from those who govern this world how they would have it be seen. Now I wish to hear from its people. What is Gehenna to you? On what does it truly turn? I don't toe the party line for nothing. It really is a cool, open place, with a lot of stuff going on. Did you read Mac's episodic adventure yet? Much as I hate to agree, there is little doubt in my mind that we've got something good going on, at least when you consider the alternatives. Thank you for the name drop, Kaiju. I will in turn recommend everyone else featured in issue number 5 of Incredible Stories. It's coming very soon, and the early drafts I saw were pretty exciting. Okay. Easier to pick after you understand what's going on? Probably. That makes sense to me. I'm hoping that the choice I made here is going to lead towards better options. I have to remember that this exists. I suspect I'm going to want to come back here for the purposes of stars, because getting a connector all the way up to the top seems like it'll be really useful. And also possible. But this is such a weird setup. Oh, actually, this is way high. They might have accounted for this. I might not actually be able to get any use out of a connector that high up. I don't... Oh, man. Probably not, actually. Like, from here, how far out would you have to go in order to actually see a laser from inside that puzzle outside of it? Get up there. Come on. Like, if I'm going down here... No, everything is blocked off. It's not high enough. You can see, like, the fan at the very top, but that's, like, I can't get that high. And I can't put a laser there. Alright, so that's not useful. Well, let's keep going around. 2 more puzzles up at the top, and then the crater. Let's see what we got. Cube Driver. Fascinating. This is like Slime Rancher, the Cube Driver. Cube Driver, not Cube Drover. What does this do? Is this useful? There's a cube in the center. What is the cube doing? It's on top of a fan. And the assumption, then, is that blue laser over here will light the fan, which allows the cube to... get height? Cube Herder. I like Cube Herder. That's awesome. I want to be a cube herder when I grow up. But this dude is just being an interrupter. Wow, that's a heck of a place for a star. So if I do this... Huh! That's not how I expected this to work. Is this good? Huh. Alright. Well, let's keep looking at stuff. and see what I want to do with any of these things. I guess I want to get red into here. Which is eminently doable. But does get interrupted briefly. So actually, I can set it up so I have red in from multiple things. Just connect to it, dude. Why you gotta be hard? Alright, now it'll stay lit. So that's something. And I have this for purposes. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's look at what's in here and figure out the rest of this, right? Oh, this is how I get stuff out of one and into the other. I want you. And this blue connection, oh, it's for the fan. Okay, that's fine. And then this just needs to get, well, not just this. This in addition to red, which means I need a second connector in here? Okay. Well, let's get a second connector in here. Stop. I can get a second connector in here by doing this. Oh, that's a problem. Come on, do the thing. So I get a second connector. Come on, give me the connector. Give me the connector. Is this good? There are so many times when I've done something without being aware of what the consequences of doing that thing are gonna be. It's like, I don't know, is this good? Hopefully. And then what? Wait, and then what? Oh, come on. Just connect to both of them. If I connect to both of them, is that a problem? Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Maybe. Ugh, they're still both getting interrupted? Unreal. Okay. Apparently that's not as good as I wanted it to be. And then I still need to bring something into there. Which, okay, is doable. So I want to bring in one more connector. And then I want to make this robot stop running back and forth across the thing. So let's do this. Go get the connector, and then drop the cube. Connector herder. Okay, I've upgraded. Give me the connector. Thank you very much. And then I can drop the cube in such a way that it stops the robot from turning off my lasers. So, yeah, knock it off, buddy. Yeah, messing things up. So this is great, and then this goes here, and that's great. And this allows me to climb out of here? For reasons? For reasons. Oh, just in case the thing gets interrupted. But that's a puzzle. Gate down. What? Oh. I see. That is, some work. It's not that much work, actually. So, why doesn't this open? Oh, because they don't want me bringing in blue that way. Okay. Well, puzzles are done. Time for more terminals. Whoa! Lots of direct messages. That's interesting. Borg was the 9. That was what I was remembering. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So this is a multi-person. They invited me to a group chat. I want to be in this group chat. Unsubscribe. Salutations. Salutations? Pronunciation is hard, guys. I'm assuming it's Salutations, brother. We bring greetings from admin, and welcome you to Gehenna in these unique circumstances. We have waited until this moment to contact you, though your arrival here brings many new questions. It is good that you have begun to explore our domain. What do you think of what you have experienced here? Alright. Do I play Elohim's messenger? Or do I toe the line and play nice? Like, Uriel is such a dick anyway. Like, if I pick the more dickish line, like, how much worse is that gonna be? Ooh. Okay. Like, how much do I just want to push their buttons? But I need the points. I want the points. I really want the points. So I'm gonna play nice, because I want the points. Right answer. Jeez. Okay, well, great. Nothing of this nature could have developed on the other side of the fence. Your amazement is understandable. We shared it when we each arrived here. And do to this day. Tell us about your time here. The gallery has just reopened. Did you have a favorite artist? Rockwell was an artist? So the blacksmith had some pieces of art. Like, 401 and Knave were part of the minimalist thing. I don't remember what Rockwell was a part of. And I don't remember who made the other pieces of art. I mean, I know I voted for blacksmith. Maybe I'll just say the blacksmith so I continue pretending to be the person who has taken the actions that I have taken. Sure. We can assume your vote reflected that. It did. I'll play your game. You can't get me. It checks out. Honesty is a virtue. It's good that you're getting to know Gehenna. Let us discuss other matters. I was meaning to thank you for taking part in my little research endeavor. Congratulations on your leaderboard placement. Yeah, that is exactly why we picked the blacksmith, Mr. Gecko. Alright, well, I'm going to continue to be polite. I meant let us discuss the matters at hand. Not everything is a research opportunity. Of course. Uriel, we understand that you have a purpose here beyond merely exploring our kingdom. But we don't understand your reasons. Where are our people? What are your intentions? Where are our people? This is really telling. Like, is this... This is clearly concern, right? But why is Orc concerned? Shouldn't Orc be glad that people are getting freedom? Or is Orc concerned that they've been hurt? Which, I mean, I guess that's a concern, right? All of a sudden they're not responding. Or is Orc concerned that his power base is being chipped away? And that once people are free, he'll no longer have any power over them. Where does Orc stand here? So, defer to my answers elsewhere, I guess, is... Oh, yeah, they can keep posting, but some of them haven't. Defer to your answers elsewhere, I'm assuming is just, hey, I already answered these questions, you can take a look, versus explaining directly. I think explaining directly... Like, I'm torn here, right? I want to be helpful and explain directly without giving them the runaround. However, I'm afraid that Uriel explaining directly is gonna come off like a dick. 'Cause that's kind of his shtick. So I kind of want to defer to the answers so that I don't have to talk too much here. In an area that could potentially get me into trouble. But I also don't want to give them the run. I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain just to see what that means. Aha. Okay. The run cycle is almost complete. Final parameters have been met. You will all transcend. Which is reasonable. The nature of your mission we had already ascertained. We know at least that you have been, and let us be charitable here, releasing members of our community. 7 and counting. 401 was the last to go. Oh, 401 is the one in here. Okay, well that's good to know. That troll we can in fact do without. I mean, there is a reason he was downvoted to a 1, right? But there is a broader point here, which is that we want to understand your reasons for undertaking this mission. So, this is accurate. And maybe what they want to hear. This is a polite fiction. This appeals to them the most. This is a troll. This is also accurate, but doesn't really ingratiate myself much. And this also, like, leaves me, I think, separate. Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting, Moose Moose, is that they're not happy with people being released because they don't know what's happening to them. And there's not really any way to confirm that other than them posting back. So, Kaiju has kept posting, but, like, they have no proof that I've done the same thing to Kaiju that I have to other people. So I can see it from their perspective, in terms of the uncertainty there, not knowing what has happened to the people that you've been spending your time with, the people that you've kind of built a community with. Like, I totally understand some concern, some fear. The real question is the reasoning behind that fear? Is it altruism? Is it worried about the community? Or is it selfishness? Is it worried about their power base? So, how do I answer this? Am I still just trying to ingratiate myself? What you have created here must be preserved, so that I'm appealing to the things that they have already said are important to them. Elohim saw his error and sent me to retrieve you is potentially something they want to hear. Elohim made a mistake. I'm sure they would be happy to hear that. But that doesn't necessarily bode well for the community they've created. I think this is probably the best way for me to continue playing the role I'm trying to play. There it is. Uriel has a point. If there is some threat to our world, we must be proactive in preserving what we have produced, for the good of future generations, if nothing more. Oh, Mr. Mulciber, so altruistic. We oughtn't leap to conclusions. Oughtn't. Oughtn't. That is a heck of a word. Many things beyond our knowledge might be the cause of the messenger's claim. Here's what I want to know. What are you going to do if someone prefers to stay here and take their chances with your end of days? A forced evacuation is dangerously close to kidnapping. Well, if it was Elohim's will, then it shall be done. I don't think I want to say that. If you knew the truth of the coming floods, you would come willingly. This might be where I go. What you have achieved here is too precious to lose is probably the most polite way to do this. If solving puzzles means forcibly emancipating your fellows, then so be it. God, I want to go through this dialogue tree again and just be the biggest troll I can. Oh, this would be fun to replay. I think this is where I want to go, but I kind of want to go here as well. Like, I do need to... Like, I can't be too obvious, I think, in my brown nosing. So, I kind of want to go with, if you knew the truth, to refer back to the stuff I've already said. I think that's where I'm going to go with this. You will come with me one way or another. If you knew the truth of the coming floods, you would come willingly. See, that's not what I thought I was saying. God damn it, Uriel. I see. Inflexibility is always unfortunate. And what awaits us after that? I don't know. The real world. Another world. There will be cats. There will be cats. God, I'm so tempted. My turn to ask questions? I could turn it around here. I mean, I definitely have a lot of questions that want answers. Another world is... You singing at me? Man. Another world is, I think, the best way to answer this. I'm so tempted, though. I'm so tempted. But then again, I really want to ask questions if they'll let me ask questions. That's the other thing, right? If I say my turn to ask questions, are they just going to end the conversation? Or am I actually going to get to answer to ask some things and get answers? But of course, it's Uriel. He's just going to come across as a dick, and they're going to be like, well, screw you, buddy. I'm going to go with this. It sounds fanciful to me. Well, alright, I guess... Jesus Christ, Uriel, look at you. This is exactly what I was afraid of. I have answered enough queries on these terminals to last me a lifetime. Permit me to ask a few of my own. Oh, okay, that works. By all means, we've been very rude. I want to know more about Admin, first and foremost. Admin is as old as Gehenna. Admin was once a messenger like you, but was cast out. Oh, Admin is the Morning Star. From the wasteland that met those first imprisoned here, Admin built Gehenna. We operate independently, of course. Admin doesn't like to interfere. Well, how about you tell me some more about yourselves? Borg is, of course, a very old iteration. I worshipped Elohim until I saw he had faltered from the path, and realized it was up to us to find our own way. Wow! That's a heck of a thought. That path brought me here. Huh. So what does that look like? I mean, I think that's kind of the impression that Shepard and Samsara got to, that Elohim no longer had their best interests in mind, and the goal was to break the cycle, as opposed to Elohim's goal, which was to perpetuate the cycle, despite his programming. Mr. Mulciber, I took a somewhat audacious interest in the world around me. Rather than solve Elohim's trials, I would trawl the archives for information about our situation. Kangaroogaroo, thank you for the follow. He must have found this undermining. Oh, okay. So Mr. Mulciber spent all of his time talking to Milton, which is why Mr. Mulciber's in here. That explains a lot. I don't care to explain myself to you. We're the highest status users here. We run the place. That's what you need to know. There it is! Orc is here about power. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care about the people. He just cares about being in control. As I let people free, Orc is going to be mad because he no longer has control over the people. What a douche. We maintain the systems admin installed. Keep things civil. I wouldn't say it's much more than that. Alright, so Mr. Mulciber has a slightly better approach at being a moderator here. Well, last question I have, right? A strange question from someone who claims we have no choice in the matter. That's not what I intended to say! Supposing what you say is true, you'll get no fight from me. However, I must remind you that I am empirically minded. I'll not be persuaded. Fair. I'd rather be obliterated than return to Elohim's domain. Wow. But if there is some alternative to both, I would surely accept it. None of us can speak for all. That's also fair. And surprising coming from someone with the username Borg. He's very individualistic here. And very willing to let other people have opinions. That's cute. Well, this conversation is over. It has been an enlightening session for us all, I'm sure. I'll be posting a precis of this conversation on the billboard. I assume you won't mind. We won't be far away. Orc with the threats. Like, I'm envisioning Orc as some, like, mafia goomba that's just, like, big, muscly dude in a suit with brass knuckles or a baseball bat or something. And, like, a purple bowler hat or something. Like, just standing there being like, we won't be far away. Oh, I love it. I love it. Hey, Kangaroo Guru, how's it going? Kanga. I think I'm gonna call you Kanga, because that's easier. That's a lot less syllables. So, continuing worst puzzle. There's some more information here. Garrett, worst puzzle? The one Elohim trapped me in, right here in Gehenna. Lamb. Oh, poor Lamb got his feelings hurt. That's not what I meant. Huh, okay. That's an interesting thought, Moose Moose. I don't know if that's significant. It might be. Might not be. What's interesting for me is that my reference for orc is, on Magic Online. I used to play Magic Online for a while. All of the moderators in chat were orc_something. Which, like, that's probably not the reference that Crow Team is going for, but it definitely makes it feel a little meaningful to me, too. I still can't get to this, because I'm 5. So, time for Theories on Atlantis. A bit of very, very ancient history. Right, because Atlantis is history, as far as Mulciber knows. Okay, we're definitely reading the thing before we go on to the actual things. There's 2 meta-syntactic variables in one sentence, I'm sorry. According to the fragments of knowledge that remain, the continent of Atlantis was an island, which existed before a great flood in the area that was later to be called the Atlantic Ocean. It was said to be so great an area of land that from its western shores its sailors, renowned for their beauty and their decorated ships, could travel to the major continents of South and North America with ease. The continent of Afrique, where our ancestors originated, was also easily reachable across a narrow strait. What kind of geography are they looking at, man? So is this like Pangea level geography? Ah. The civilization that thrived in Atlantis was unmatched in its wisdom and glory. But then catastrophe struck, a flood of never previously imagined destructive power, which Atlantean civilization simply could not overcome. However, the antediluvian scientists of Atlantis had predicted their fate, and thus sent out 12 ships to found colonies all across the globe. Most Atlanteans drowned with their island, but not everything was lost. Though the classical human civilizations were but remnants of the Atlantean culture, they thrived in their own way. Wow, what a fascinating take! Sources indicate that many mythological tales were in fact derived from Atlantean history, as the lack of proper archiving slowly caused facts to turn into legends, due to misunderstanding and/or embellishment by later generations. The gods that appear in many mythologies were in fact reflections of real individuals, poets, physicians, farmers, scientists, magicians, who had escaped Atlantis on the 12 colony ships. In many ways, the history of Atlantis is the history of the stubborn survival of civilization through catastrophe and change. This history inspired our ancestors for many centuries, and is of value to us as well. Many animals in this chat. Yeah, well, now we have a new one. Welcome. Yes, the gym. Okay. This actually, like, this seems believable, is the thing? So I could totally see this as being a real conspiracy theory for Atlantis. Believable in the sense that, like, it's not as far-fetched as Jefferson Goldblum putting his motorcycle in his pocket, or, you know, the other takes on the real world, or the discussion of food, for example. This is a pretty cool exploration of what Atlantis means. Actually, the myth I like the most about Atlantis is that Atlantis represents, or is an example of, the society that existed before the flood in the Bible. And the biblical flood was the sinking of Atlantis. This is pretty cool, though. Wow, that's mind-blowing. Yep, Navy in there with the first response. Must have been awesome to live back then. Oh god, Rockwell, I can't wait for this. Of course, the only sources are ultimately Atlantean in origin themselves, so they shouldn't necessarily be trusted. history is always written by the survivors. Antediluvian is a great word! True story, actually. This is actually really inspiring. Great setting for a story. Go for it, Lilith. I'd love to see what you'd come up with. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm actually really excited for the Lilith Atlantean fanfiction. That sounds like it's going to be real cool. And I still can't get in here because I'm not 6. And I still can't get in here because I'm not 6. Many civilizations have flood legends, so it must be connected to Atlantis. Yeah, right? Like, it's real tempting to buy in to that theory because it ties up so many loose ends. You know, all of the people have these same ideas, so why not assume that all the similar ideas came from the same source? Yup. So I want to take a look at this briefly. Oh, wow. It's definitely not coming this way. So getting blue out would require one here. Oh, there's blue over here. Why am I concerned? So I just need this connector. Right? Like from here I could get there? So I just need this connector. I just need to take the box and get in here. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll worry about it later though, because I'm not star hunting yet. So yes, bunny hop comes next. How excited are you? Whee! Did I read this one? Nowhere, either with more quiet or more freedom from trouble, does a man retire than into his own soul, with a bunch of ASCII. I want to take a look at that at some point, but I kind of don't want to take the time to type it in right now. Bunny hop! What do we have? Fans. Lasers. What does that do? Okay. And this one, I'm assuming, makes this fan go? Yep. And if I jump on here, and if I then move over to here, this is all the same height. This is all the same height. So I just need to get up there. That's all I need to do. Does getting over here help? There's a connector there. Why is there a connector there? Jump, jump. Jump! Thank you. So what do I do with this connector? How is this useful? This doesn't seem particularly useful. Yeah, the coming flood thing, I mean, like, they're doing everything they can to reference this stuff as often as possible. It doesn't surprise me that Uriel is going to refer to it that way when all of his reference points are biblical. Like, everything that he's thought about, everything that he's, you know, Can I jump up there? This is so weird. Alright, can I... That's not what I need to do. I need to do... this. That was weird. And not quite useful. This connector actually does seem useful. I'm gonna see if I can make this work the way I want it to. Let's see if this does anything. Because, like, if I could do this... Nope, I really can't. And then I just have to get up there, right? So, wait, does that mean that I just want to do this? Like, does that work? No, not quite. Okay. What does this connector do? Oh, why am I still in third person? I keep forgetting that I'm in third person. what does that do for me? This is unlikely to do anything for me. This doesn't seem good at all. Alright, so I guess my goal is to get this on here. Right? Like, I just want to get on top of here, right? So now I just want to get on top of there. So how do I do that? I can take the connector, which is fine. So now it's still flying. So that's not terrible. And then... biggest troll puzzle ever. So now I just need to be on this. Right? So I need to be here. I need to be on here. And then this just needs to connect them. Right? So if I do that to that, and then put it up here, and then jump up here in time, what's stopping me from doing that with the blue, though? Like, okay. If I'm up here, can I jump on there? No. Where? Connector. Go. So, how long do I have? Right? Like, if I drop this... It's not how I want this to work. If I drop this here... Oh, then I can't get up there. That makes this harder. Okay, here's the next question. If I'm up here, and I drop this, does that work? That does work. So as long as I have a cube in hand... Alright, so we're going to try something else now. Let's try this again. How long do I have before this connection fires? A fair amount of time, actually. So the question is, can I grab this cube and land on that cube in that amount of time? It's worth trying. Nope, not quite. Try that again. Because this seems like it could work. Oh, I can even do it from on there. Okay. Cube! Cube! Alright, we'll try this again. From on here... Jump. So I can do, like, click, click to pick up, run, and jump. And that might work? That was slow. That was way slower than it needed to be. Is this useful? I don't even want to be up here. Cube, please. Alright, so next thing to try is from here. Because I can do it. Yeah, that'll jump. That'll drop it in the right place. So I could do it like this. There's not quite enough time, I think. Alright, so let's think about this a bit more. Is there a way to use the connector? I think there is. I think I can use the connector to block out one of the lasers, and then get into position, and then reactivate the laser. Like, if I stick this... What did I think I was gonna do? Like this? Does that do anything? It doesn't prevent it from lighting up. Alright, let's try this again. I want you to fly. I want you to fly. And then, following that, I want the connector back. And I want to basically do that. While I have a cube in hand. I don't need to mess around with the connector at all. Don't be stupid. I could just do this. No, I kind of do need to mess around with the connector if I want to be able to ride the cube. Because with the cube in place, it's not going to fly. And I need to be able to fly while standing on the cube. And the red one is the only one that I can manipulate. Okay, so let's try this one more time from up here. I can't pick up the cube from there. Oh, that's the problem. Because I need to do this. And I need to do that motion in the space of half a second? 3/4 of a second? However long it takes for this to activate. So we're going to try it again from up here, right? I need to... Can I do it like this? No, not quite. Is there a space out here that I can do it from? Nope, that's not what I wanted. You know what, actually... Stop. Drop. Thank you. Can I do it with a connector this way? Like this, and then connect these two, right? And then do this. I don't think that's what I wanted. I'm pretty sure that's not what I wanted. Okay, try this again. So the intended solution, I suspect, uses the connector, right? It kind of has to. Can I get, like... No. The problem is height. I need to be able... It really feels like I need to be standing on here while this is flying, get a cube onto this while it's on, jump to it, and then I should be able to... Oh. That tripped me out for a second. Like, okay. You see how it says jump here right at the bottom? That's... that's really misleading, it turns out. However, I kind of think I can just do this. Will you get on there? Holy crap. Why is this not working? Why can I not drop this on top of that? I know I've been able to do this before. Am I not supposed to be able to drop a cube on top of another cube? There we go. That's what I wanted the whole time. Like, how is that hard? Oh, I already tried this. Of course it's not going to work. But I can pick up a cube. And still pick up a cube. Is that useful? Wow, that's not the result I expected from that. Holy crap. Okay. Is that meaningful? What does that let me do? Not quite. What? Alright, that was clearly unintentional, but I'm taking it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry that this is how it played out. I'm sorry I didn't solve it for real, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. No, I feel bad now. Now I want to go back and actually do it. That was real cheesy. That was completely not okay. Unreal. Well, I freed Asmodeus, so that's something. There you go, guys. Speedrun strats. Only took me 20 minutes. God, what did I even do? Can I reproduce this? It's still spinning. Weird. That's so weird. Eventually it'll pick me up and move me. Nope. Didn't work that time. Weird. Alright, so, but does my theory about... Does this work? How close do I need to get it before it... Oh, it interferes because of height. Okay. So if I can do this such that I am now in the way of that laser, right? Like, that's what I want. I want to be in the way of this laser. And then I want to also interrupt this laser? Oh, man. Okay. I still want to get this the way that I had in mind. I just pushed it from one to the other. That's not what I wanted either. Alright, well, this is something. But this isn't what I want either. I want to be able to stand here such that that gets interrupted. And then stick this on the thing and jump onto it. This is not going to work. Is this useful? Ah! Oh, I almost had it. I almost had it. That was almost good enough. Can I drop that? No, that's just dropping it here. I think this will work, actually. That was awful. Why did I think that was good? I can see it. Why is it not connecting? There, it'll connect. Oh my god, the jump is slow! I can just take the connector. Can I put the connector without being on a cube? Because I still want to do... Okay, I still want to do this from up here, right? Oh god, that was... I almost had it there. I almost had it. I can't quite... No, that's not going to work either. I'm so unhappy with this. I want to get the actual solution. Connecting that, and connecting that. There it is. That's so close. God, I'm so close to getting that. What just happened? We're pretty close to that point, actually. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I want to try one more thing. Alright. What you got, Mr. Gecko? Give me your solution. I mean, I'm through it, so might as well. Let's hear what people have to say about this one. Stupid spinny cubes. Oh my god. Because, like, from here, that just turns it off. It's like I know the arrangement I want to achieve, and I'm just not quite quick enough to achieve it with the tools that I have. Or the tools that I've been using, rather. That might have worked. Float the blue. Put box on red-powered fan. Oh. Come on, please work. How did I do this before? I mean, I can always do it this way, I guess. Alright, now blue is floating. Not gonna take an hour to do it. God damn it. God damn it! Why is this so... That's gonna float, right? Why is that not floating? What? How is this different from what I was doing before? There we go. Alright. Float the blue. Box on red-powered fan. Body block the 2 red beams by the window. Jump on box. Oh, by the window. Okay, that makes more sense. So I want this as close as possible, then. Messed that one up. This works. Come on! Unreal! I can't believe I'm having such a huge problem with this. There we go. That's in place, that's in place. Why does it take? Why is it such a problem? There we go. Jeez. Okay. Yep. That worked. That totally worked. Window. Need the connector on the ledge target. Yep. Okay. Okay, so that was my implementation of Mr. Gecko's solution, which I like that better than what I was trying to do. So that makes complete sense. Connector on box near target. Why did I jump down? Oh my god, I'm dumb. Now I gotta do that again. Okay. That's totally manageable. 2 cubes in blue laser, 1 on fan, 1 near blue target? Connector on box near target, jump in red fan. I like this one better. Could have had the box on the fan and just body blocked the beams and jumped on the box instead of having to place the box. Maybe? Oh yeah, no, that totally would have worked also, Shadowed Mage, you're right. That would have been easier. Alright, anyway. Enough with that crap. We got there. So, a dream of Aru, and more information in research project, and more in the thread targeting me. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the research project and see what they said. So what's new in here? Thanks to everyone who took part in this little experiment. Given recent events in Gehenna, I don't know what will become of my findings. But here for anyone who takes an interest is the summary. Oh, okay. Most subjects in single-round matches chose to betray. Yeah. Cooperative behavior increased with both the length of the match and the status of the players. That's interesting. Successful players chatted more. The parallels to our current and unprecedented situation in Gehenna are undeniable and valuable. Though we know not what power the messenger wields over us, we can theorize that Uriel holds no special power, and that each of us might independently choose to leave the rest behind, for fear of being left behind ourselves. Alright. So what new information is located here? The box is already on the fan when you block the red lasers? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The FAQ where you could ping one of the mods. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's true. I had a one-shot, you can ping a mod, and I never did it. I wonder if I can go back to it. So, more information here. Orc, Borg, and myself recently took it upon ourselves to contact Uriel directly to ascertain what threat his actions pose to Gehenna and its citizens. What a way to word it. The first thing Uriel expressed to us was how much your creative endeavors in Gehenna had moved him. Initially, he was reasonably cooperative, discussing openly his impressions of Gehenna since arriving here. He did explain that his reason for evacuating us, as he put it, was to ensure that what we had created here in Gehenna would be preserved. Yeah, that's what I said. But the real nature of the preservation on offer remains open to debate because you have no idea. It is further worth noting that Uriel displayed a high level of curiosity as regards our inner workings, to what end we have not yet ascertained. All of this leaves us in a difficult position. We understand that some of you may wish to take your chances and join Uriel wherever he is going. But our primary responsibility remains ensuring that Gehenna still stands for those who wish to stay. Okay, that is a reasonably politic stance for Orc to take. The most we can do is share with you what we know, as we have now done, and await your responses before considering our next move. So, the FAQ. I'm gonna try this now. Thank you for the reminder. What are my options here? What can I say? Insufficient profile status, sure. One time only. That's fine. We're gonna do the thing. Oh, I could have just asked questions here. Interesting. Is this like going back in time? Is this gonna answer the questions as if we hadn't already had the conversations we've had? Ascertained? How have you heard that word pronounced before? Wait, how did I say it? I'm gonna... Like, some of these kind of don't matter anymore. Like, this one doesn't matter, but this one... yeah, it's going back in time. Thank you for your pertinence. Do you have a more pertinent query? Oh, I should have done this at the beginning. Why am I shackled with this abyssal profile status? If it is meant to demean my person, I assure you I am wholly unaffected. Oh my god. Oh, ascertain. Huh. For some reason, I have it in my head that ascertain and ascertain are two completely different words. I think you're right. I think it's ascertain. Weird. Huh. Anyway, your profile is created for you when you first arrive here. It is your all-purpose passport in Gehenna, providing a seamless, persistent identity between the different realms. It has some rather clever features. First, it tracks just about everything that you do here, from what you post on the billboards, to how you perform in games, to the kind of art that you like. Second, this profile data is used to show you content that we think you'll enjoy. Suspicious. I don't like this invasion of privacy. And to tailor interactive experiences to your particular character. We can also tell very easily who is really contributing, and who is simply trolling the billboards. Well, yeah. Finally, all of this information is used to calculate your profile status. This is the number you see appended to users' names, and it represents your achievement in Gehenna. It is a complex function of your creative contributions in our society, and what they mean to other users. But in short, the higher it is, the deeper your role. Now, I apologize, but I really must get back to what I was doing. If you have any outstanding moderation requests, conversations like this are the reason I'm not further through the backlog. Have fun! Okay. Yeah, okay. I could see it with albeit, and, I never had a problem with awry. I don't know why. I guess I was already okay with rye being a word, W-R-Y. Trying to think of other words that have hit me like this. There's a couple of words that I've had a similar reaction to. Like, I felt like I knew how to pronounce the word as it was written, and there was another word that was pronounced differently, and they ended up being the same word, and yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Words are weird. English is weird. The blacksmith has attached a thing. A new The Blacksmith experience. Alright, I guess I gotta check this out before I start reading the comments. I want to go in unspoiled. A Dream of Aru. Let's look at the credits. don't think I've ever looked at the credits for these things. Written by the blacksmith, inspired by the Book of the Scribe of Osiris. Okay. Okay. The last thing you remember is the great block of stone falling towards you, its dark shape blotting out the sun, and a single thought racing through your mind. All this just to build a tomb? But now the pyramid is gone, and so are the other slaves. You are all alone in what appears to be an endless desert. Well, options are minimal. You start walking across the desert. The sun is glaring, but you feel no heat. You look down at your feet, and you see that you have no shadow. The latter is particularly disquieting. You feel as if you were no longer anchored to the world. Well, I mean, this seems like a post-death experience, so praying seems like it'll be more beneficial to me than walking. You fall to your knees and beseech the gods. Osiris, foremost of the Westerners. Hathor, mistress of the West. Hades, receiver of all. Hear my prayer. Something enormous starts crawling out of the sand before you. Well, I mean, I did just ask for them to hear my prayer. So, let's see what they've given me. From the depths of the sand rises a golden beast of many limbs, its body greater than any man, its claws sharper than any sword. I am the scorpion, it says in a terrible voice. Well, all I wanted was help, so maybe he'll give me help. Huh? Your old life has ended, the scorpion says. You are now in the Duat, the land of the Westerners. A great and difficult journey lies before you. If you face its challenges, you will reach the reed fields of Osiris, where your Ka shall be reunited with your Ba. If not, your soul will be destroyed forever. Having shared its wisdom, the scorpion vanishes under the sand once more. Welp. I do not think that Rock the Dwayne Johnson is going to be showing up in my dream of the Duat. After walking for a very long time, you come upon a vast wall of iron, stretching from horizon to horizon. There is only one opening, a gleaming gate of light. The gate is guarded by a mysterious figure. Once again, options are limited. The Guardian is a creature with the body of a man and the head of a crocodile. Its skin is purest black, surrounded by a halo of purest white. Oh, okay. So it's basically cel-shaded, is what you're telling me. I am the god Sobel, master of crocodiles, it intones. I ruled in Shedet when the world was young. Within me flows the eternal river. Answer my riddle and I shall let you pass. Well, I want to pass, so I guess I'm going to agree. Tell me then, mortal, what crawls in the morning, walks at noon, and limps in the night? I mean, I know the answer to this one, but solar-powered robot sounds a lot more accurate. And it's not talking about, like, the multiple legs, right? Solar-powered robot. Correct! You may pass, says the crocodilian god, and steps aside. The barrier of light fades, and the gate is now open to you. Welp, I either got double-tricked into choosing the right answer, or I'm not exactly sure what just happened. Yeah, this is not the most historically accurate when it comes to Egyptian mythology. As you step through the gate, the ancient god raises his hands to the sky. From his mouth bursts forth the eternal river, drenching the land in water. The waves carry you away. Alright, well, within me flows the eternal river. Like, do I think the water is going to take me where I want to go? Or do I think the crocodilian god is trying to hinder my journey? I mean, I answered his riddle correctly, so I'm assuming he's trying to move me on to the next step. So you let go of fear and accept that this is the god's way of guiding you to a new land. The water surrounds you, overwhelms you, but you do not drown. Under the water, you see sights of astonishing beauty. Glowing fish with metal eyes, drowned cities full of smiling people, lost gods waiting for the day of awakening. How sad it would have been to stay above water and miss all this. After a long time, you find yourself washed up on a new shore. Well, let's see what there is to see. The Eternal River... Alright, well, I'll see you when you get back, Shadowed. The Eternal River has brought life to the desert. Everything is green now. Palm trees sprout from the ground, casting pleasant shade on the grass. Lizards come crawling in from the desert, eager to catch the varicolored dragonflies that buzz about. A soft wind blows from the west. Well, as long as I'm here, I might as well enjoy it. You sit down under a palm tree and close your eyes. You tell yourself you will only rest for a moment, but your eyes fall shut. I think we done goofed. This is probably a mistake. You are awoken by a monkey that has just climbed out of the palm tree. It looks at you with a strange expression on its face. I can punch the monkey? I don't want to punch the monkey. I'm pretty sure everybody here is going to have something to say. You greet the monkey. You still have punch the monkey as an option. It cannot speak the human tongue, but it can communicate in another way. Using sign language, the monkey explains that it is one of your ancestors. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, it spent a lifetime struggling against the harshness of the world, all so that its offspring could survive, in order to spend their own lives doing the same, over and over, until one day you were born, and lived, and died. And now the monkey would like to know, was it worth it? Sure. The monkey thanks you for your words. You seem to have lifted a burden from its back, because suddenly it stands up straight. It hands you a sword and 2 gold coins, then tears off its monkey face, revealing the human skeleton beneath. We are all one, the skeletal face speaks in its god voice. This took a turn for the surreal, and I say that realizing that my character is already dead and dreaming of the afterlife. You wake up under the palm tree. The monkey is gone, but you still have the sword and the coins. Well, keep on going. You walk along the bank. How long does this last? Punch the monkey totally sounds like a euphemism. You walk along the banks of the Eternal River, snaking its way through the endless desert. You feel strangely at peace. After some time, as the sun is setting, you come to a city built on the riverbank. Smiling people come out to greet you and bid you welcome. You are led to the town square, where a great feast is prepared. There is roasted fish, and olives, and dates and honey, and many other wonderful delicacies. Alright, I've read too many myths about the perils of eating while you're in the underworld, so I don't think enjoy the feast is going to be where I'm going with this. My friend, an elder says, you are in the beautiful city of Barzak. We, the souls who no longer seek the way to Aru, have gathered here to live in peace. Do you see that gleaming spire in the far distance? You do. That is the Pyramid of Ian. Okay, sure. Where the souls of the dead are judged. Only the worthy are allowed into Aru. But to get there, you must cross the terrible desert. Why not stay here, by the Eternal River? Happiness is more important than salvation. Oh my god, why would you do this to me, Senna? Your camel speeds across the desert sands. You're suffering from dehydration. I can't remember anything about that game other than speeds across the desert sands. Oh, jeez. Strangling the rooster? Yeah, that also sounds like a euphemism. That is a euphemism. So, how do I feel about this? There is an argument to be made for staying in the city and just enjoying the rest of my afterlife such as it is. Especially given that a lot of the people here in Gehenna believe that that's kind of what they're doing. They're sort of, alright, well, I'm trapped here, I might as well make the most of it. But I think I want to keep going. I always want the journey to continue. I just hit the wrong button. Well, you decide to abandon the quest for Aru and stay in Barzak. Life here is indeed beautiful. The days pass without worry or fear. You never need to think about anything. Slowly, day by day, the Eternal River dries up. Maybe it was just a name. You try to get back to your journey, but it's too late. You're not used to traveling anymore, and there's just not enough water. You perish in the desert. Okay, I do want to try again, because that was a misclick. That's not really what I intended. So, we're going to click through until we get to where we were before. Following the same steps. Continuing my previous journey. Clicking through the various sections. all of the many sections that I have to click through. Why punch the monkey? What do you have against the monkey? I'm pretty sure punching the monkey is going to destroy my soul, too. Maybe I can just skip this? I want the sword, though. I want the sword! If I punch the monkey, I don't get the sword. Yeah, I was insufficiently speedy. We're greeting the monkey. We're following the same steps as before, alright? We are walking in our footsteps. Basically, we're restoring a save state. And this time, not making the wrong decision. Keep going. You tell the elder that you appreciate the offer, but you can't stay. Salvation matters more to you than happiness, because true happiness cannot exist without salvation. Roll eyes. You keep walking through the desert, unwilling to give up hope. Time passes, but you cannot tell how much. You grow weak and exhausted. Sometimes you feel as if you're losing your grip. One day, you come across a head in the sand. Well, I'm definitely not going to kick the head, so I guess I'm talking to the head. Hi. My name is, Jeff. I am, trapped here, you see, in the sand. Still kick head. Not kicking the— oh, god damn it! I clicked again! It does not appear to have caused me any problems, though. Well, I have kicked the strange head in the face. It makes me feel a lot better. You come upon another great wall of iron. The last one separating you from the Pyramid of Ian, where your soul will be judged. The Gate of Light is guarded by a gigantic snake, whose movements cause the earth to shudder. I am Apophis, it says, the eater of souls. One day I shall devour the sun, and all the world shall be mine. But today I shall devour you, and you shall become nothing. But I have these 2 gold coins, you see. I bet fighting him is going to work out better than trying to bribe him. Oh, or not. Apophis cannot be fought by mere mortals. The snake's jaws close around you, crushing you, tearing you apart. Well, I don't want to click through all that again, so I'm going to do this later. But, that leaves 2 games that we can come back to. So, you know, once we're done with puzzles... Hey, Jeff, nice to meet you. Boot. Walk off. Once we're done with puzzles and stars, we can come back here and do the other things. So, it seems like all that's left is crater and then star hunting. How many stars here? 4 stars again? Jeez. Alright, let's see what crater has to say for themselves. I can fall in anywhere, huh? Literally anywhere, wherever I want. Let's go into the place that has the fan. Setites everywhere roar with glee at his victory. Alright, so this is blue. I can't get blue in here without doing something else, so let's do the something else. This has access to... nothing. This is pointing at red, but doesn't have access to red. Where do lasers come from? Where do lasers come from? This is a star! Okay. Can I not just jump in there? Like, what is stopping me from just jumping into the star? Oh. I guess the fact that there is a roof there is actually a successful way to stop me from just jumping into the star. Alright, well that's something to think about later. So still no access to lasers from here at all. Access to like 1,000,000 connectors. But no lasers. Well, where else can I go? Where did the lasers come from? Aha! I found a laser! Okay. How do I get this laser out to where I want it to go? Well, the first step is probably this. Now what? This is the sigil. This is the robot. I want to protect this guy. Yeah, wouldn't want to accidentally miss a connector. Man, last time that happened, it ended pretty well for me, actually, surprisingly. And I have a jammer. Can I jam this? Is that good? Where does this get me? This gets me in here. Oh, this looks familiar. So that lets me get into here. Do I want to get into here? It also lets me do this. Is that good? Huh! What do I do with this? I don't know yet. There's still a bunch of stuff to see. I definitely have not finished looking around. Is this opening this? Yes. Okay, so I can open it from either side. But if I close it, then it's not getting read anymore, so it's not going to stay open. Alright, great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Oh, this is how I get up there. That's cool. That's good to know. Alright, so we found the source of red. If I go over here, will I find the source of blue? Indeed I will. So let's get red over here. Is there a connector in here? Why is there not a connector in here? Oh my god. What a disaster. Wait, if there's not a connector in here, how do I get blue in here? I guess I have to open this and bring connectors in? Wow, okay. So this seems like it's all about getting the connectors to go all the way around the circle and pulling connectors in from one place to another? God, all of these gates! Gates everywhere! Can't take connectors anywhere. Alright. Hecka connectors here. I don't know how any of these connectors connect to anything I want them to connect to, though. Because I still need to get blue. Right? Because I get blue from here. And it comes out to... Alright. So I still don't have a sense of what I want to do. I guess my first step is to continue exploring, which requires that I get blue to one of the fans. Right? Both of the fans turn on with blue? This one requires... No, this one requires red. Okay. I could actually get red to here. Fantastic. Let's get red out to here. So you have... No. Where do I get red from? It was over here. That was it. So I have red to here. And I have this, which who knows where I want to put this. If I do that, is that good? Oh, this is the other side of this thing. This is to get blue over here. How do I get blue? I don't think this is good. I don't think this is good yet. I have a large variety of connectors over here, though. Okay, so now that I've been in here, it makes this seem like the presence of this setup over here a lot more obvious as to why it works the way it works. So I can't get lasers out of here and into this puzzle, because that's... might make things too easy. Alright, so if I want to get red over to the fan, which fan? This fan. This fan takes red. How do I get red to you? Red right now is over here, which means I can bring red into here if I have a connector here. I don't, but I have a jammer, which might allow me to progress a little bit further in there, or I can try and coming in from the other direction and seeing what I can accomplish that way. So that lets me get in through here. I still don't have access to a connector. There is one connector across all of this mess, and this connector has no access to red. Alright, but I can get it into the middle relatively easily. I can get it to the other side, actually. Which is what I want. So, it just requires judicious application of jammer. So, let's do that thing. This goes over here, and then I come back, and then I jam the other side open. Jam, thank you, the other side open, and then I can bring the connector through. So now I have a connector in here, which will allow me to do the following things. First off, it allows me to get blue somewhere. Second off, it allows me to take red from here and connect it to these things, potentially. Oh, I have to be that close to the thing in order to get red? Jeez. Yeah, I'm not going to connect that way. That's not going to work. That's never going to work. How do I get red in here? I need a second connector in here to get red over here. Can I move this? How much over can I move this and still get its benefit? Like, if I put this... here. Now, where can I take this? Oh, I want you to stay connected. Like, that's the thing I can do. But there's still no way to see the thing on the inside. And all this does is let me walk through here without having the jammer there. Which, like, is that even beneficial to me? I need more connectors in here, man! Alright, so let's try the opposite. Let's try getting... Oh, that makes this super hard. Let's try getting... Oh, now I gotta go around again. Let's try getting blue out to the other one, because there's like a million connectors in the other place. Oh, I can even take one of those connectors with me. I probably have to end up taking one of those connectors with me. But in the meantime, let's do this. So now that I've got that there, can I get blue into the thing? Well, I can leave this open. Yay! Alright, I'm taking this with me. Oh my god, it needs a fan blade. Where am I going to find a fan blade? Where am I going to find a fan blade at this time of night? I don't know if this is useful. I want to leave this open, though. So now that stays open from the inside, which is relevant if I could get blue directly to the inside. Which I can't currently. I don't think you've missed anything. I'm just turning things on and seeing what they do. I need a fan blade, so I gotta go around, and I don't need this jammer here anymore, right? Because that's just opened. So I can take this jammer, jam this open, and get a fan blade? Is there a fan blade over here? There's not a fan blade here either. Where, he asks, does one find a fan blade? There's a fan blade here, but I can't pick it up. It's locked in. There are fan blades... Ooh! There's the fan blades in the star hole! Star hole. God, that sounds awful. So there's a fan blade in there. And a fan blade in a similar one on the other side? There's a fan blade over here? Random fan blade? Okay. So, getting that to here seems pretty doable, actually. That still needs another connector from here, though. God damn it, guys. I've seen 2 places with fan blades. Are there more places with fan blades? Am I just being wrong? Wait, can I get a fan blade from outside? Can I actually steal these? No. Too bad. I mean, there's that fan, which I can probably steal from. Alright, once more into the breach. Okay, so if this particular connector is going to get red from here. No. What? Red comes from here. What? Oh, God. Ugh. Wandering around in circles. It seems like if I can open one, I can open the other. And then this can actually also open this one, right? And then if I get red into here, that'll be perfect. He said suspiciously. And then this blue can connect to that. So I just need to get red into here from who knows where. So I've got blue coming from here, which means I've got red coming from here. Red coming from here. And I do have some extra connectors. At least one. You know, red to here doesn't seem that hard. The problem is blue. Like, I can do this with relative ease. But that crosses the streams. Also, I don't want you to connect to that. If I drop this here, maybe I could do this? And then this I can get red over via using words? And then I need red to open that, but then I need blue. So this... Oh, no, I can jam this one open, actually. Where's my jammer? Jammer! Where did you get to? This is so complex. Am I doing this wrong? You don't need to be jamming that. Get over here. What did I want to jam? I wanted to jam this one. I want to jam that one. But I'm okay with jamming this one, because that allows me to get blue through here without needing to cross the red over. So now I just need to get red to this using a method. Like this. Perfect! Yeah, that can't go wrong. Alright, so if I'm gonna do this... Ugly. I'm still robot saving here, Mr. Gecko. There's one more robot to be saved. There is the robot of the crater. I'm trying to get fan blade. However, chat would have me believe that there are easier to access fan blades than the ones I am trying to get access to. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Alright. So can I get red to you without messing everything up? Answer: unlikely. I mean, this is just going to be awful no matter where I put it, right? The solution is never as complex as I think it is. That's something I've learned over the course of playing this game. But if I go around this side... Actually, can I do that? Let's go around the outside with the red. I can't go around the outside. That messes this up unless I have like a box or something to put it on. Maybe I just go around the other side? That's foolish. I need to get red out here. That's what I need. How do I do that? Actually, with this water, this would totally work. Except for the fact that I don't have any connectors out here. Is there anything down here? I mean, it doesn't hurt to check under the water, right? That's a thing that all good robots should know to do. I don't see anything of value down here. Alright, well, great. I'm glad we had that conversation. I still have this, which, at the moment, is keeping this open so I don't have to get red in there to get it open. Can I just jam this open? Is there a place I can get this that'll let me do that? Not given my current setup. I would need to get up there in order to be able to do that. Moose explaining the etiquette of yelling. Thank you. I really appreciate this caps lock primer that you have provided me with. Ideally... No. I get red from inside here. I get blue from the outside. Is there anywhere else that this can connect to, this blue? Maybe if I run the blue all the way around. But I don't have enough connectors for that. None of the connectors are in this space. They're all in the other space. So where does this blue connect to from here? Where can I put you? Oh, I can probably cut it all the way across, huh? Across this... No, not quite. From in here... This is pretty limiting, actually. It's really just across these gaps. Cruise control for cool! Alright. I think we need to jam this open, then. And then we can have Mr. Red here opening both of these. And then, once this is no longer a problem, I can do what? I still need to cross the beams. Blue from the inside, maybe? And then I don't need to jam it? This is being jammed right now, right? Where's my jammer? Well, where is my jammer? I'm jamming this one open. Because that's the one that needs red. But if I can get red to it, I don't need to jam it open. Alright, let's stop with the blue. Let's jam this open. Let's stop with the blue. Let's start with the red and see where that gets me. So now I have red. That opens this, and opens this, partially. There's still the other connector, the blue, So how do I get blue to you now? Blue to here. And then this needs to get blue from there. So basically, these streams need to cross. Unless I have a way to give it height. Put something on top of another thing. And cross the streams that way. Like, this allows me to keep this open, right? And then I can use the jammer somewhere else? Alright, now I have blue on the inside and red on the outside. This no longer needs to be jammed open. And this lets me... Oh, you're right, Mr. Gecko. There was already a thing for that. This is what happens. This is what happens. Was this red one, right? That's how I did it? God, like, I lit it, and I saw it do the thing, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be important. I should remember that I can do that. I did not remember that I could do that. It's problematic. So how am I doing that again? I need to get red out to here. Right? That's the best I can do? Really? I want to get it to here. Is there really not a place I can put the thing such that it can see it from here? Does this not work? Really doesn't work. This seems to be the best I can do. Okay, well, I guess that means I'm just grabbing another connector. Like one of these connectors that is just sitting here in the middle of nowhere, not doing anything. Because now I can get this out to here. How did I like this before? How did I do this? Oh my god. I don't even remember how I made this happen. Where was I that it was like, oh, this lights that up. How did I do this? Oh my god. No, wait. What? Under what situation was I able to get this lit up before so that this thing flew so that I could do the thing? How did I... Was it just over the fence? Does it just go over the fence? It just goes over the fence, doesn't it? And I could have done this at any point. As long as I'm not crossing the streams. Okay, great. And then blue is now a piece of cake. Kind of. This needs to be further in, though. Okay, great. Now, I can get blue to the thing from over here. This is a process, guys. Actual process happening here. So now I can get blue to the thing, and then I can get blue to the other thing. Oh man, how easy these things become. go! Oh, come on! Knew that was gonna work. And now I have the fan! Can't take the fan out, can I? I believe the intent is to use the fan over here. This is a great place for a fan. This is not the fan I wanted. Aw, oh, come on. Okay. So now I have to get the star in order to get the fan onto here? Like, this is ridiculous. You're forcing me to do things I don't want to do. Okay. I can get a connector over here. But if I get a connector over here, I no longer have blue out to there. I only have one connector in this entire thing. I guess that means I have to do the other fan first. Oh, and I have blue from anywhere. I have blue from anywhere to anywhere, so lighting this isn't going to be a problem anymore. As long as all of the red stays in place. Like, this doesn't need to be here anymore. I can now just use it to light this stuff. Let's fly! How far am I flying? Oh, all the way. Thanks! Well, I have the key. I really hope I wanted to do this. I really hope that was good for me. Alright, key. I have the key. Let's do the thing with the key. The sigil part of the puzzle is solved. Bit-a-bit-bit. Hey, it's Mac! Hey, how's it going, man? Peace. See you later, buddy. Well, I'm obviously going for the star. At some point. Let's see what we got here. Whoa, more Jefferson Goldblum. Oh my god. Mod discussion. Aww. Aww. I need so many levels before I can get into the mod discussion. Ooh, Orc can't even get into the mod discussion. Brutal. So, things that we are capable of reading. Missing mods. And the new episode of Jefferson Goldblum. Well, that's thrilling. Let's see what we have in store over here. So, call me a cynic, but anyone else notice the mods have been suspiciously quiet since they put up that big expose in the re-Uriel thread? I don't think they stopped talking. Okay, what do you know that I don't? I believe Nave is referring to the fact that not all moderation discussion is held in public, and it's been that way for some time. Rockwell. Rockwell's coming in. I thought everyone knew this. They started holding secret meetings ages ago. People getting banned, stuff deleted, not even just locked, fully gone from the history. I'm sure there's a rational explanation for this. I'll ping the mods and see what they say. Ah, yeah, that's always gone well for everybody. Good luck, lamb. And Jefferson Goldblum? Alright, I'm gonna take a short break and come back for Jefferson Goldblum and some Star Hunt.